St. Dominic's Family by Sister Mary Jean Dorsey, Order of Preachers. Episode 8, Blessed Bertrand of Garrigua. Blessed Bertrand of Garrigua was already a priest and an ardent foe of heresy when he met St. Dominic. He might even quite justly lay claim on being on the battlefield of truth earlier than Dominic himself, for he belonged to the band of missionaries under the leadership of the Cistercians who had been appointed to fight the Albigensians. His meeting with the young and zealous Spaniard in the party of Bishop Diego was full of importance for himself and for the church. Perhaps it was Blessed Bertrand who told the true state of affairs to St. Dominic and enlisted his interest in the heretics of France. In any case, they must have immediately understood each other, and they were to work very closely, both in work and ideals, for the rest of their lives. Bertrand joined the first recruits to the new order and received the habit in Toulouse in 1216. He was left in charge of the little community when Dominic went soon afterwards to Rome for papal approval of the order. As one of the pioneers, considered by the others as second only to Dominic himself, Bertrand's zeal and experience played their part in the founding of the order. When the brethren were sent out in little groups to begin the conquest of the world for Christ, Bertrand's mission was to be in Paris with Matthew of France. Here, in the great university city, the intellectual center of the medieval world, he was to help in forming for all time the Dominican tradition of learning. As prior and provincial, Bertrand did much to establish the new order, and his advice and prayers must have played no small part in those difficult days of beginning. For this alone he would deserve our gratitude, but it is for a more personal reason, that of his close friendship with St. Dominic, that he is held in blessed remembrance by all Dominicans. He was traveling companion of Dominic on many occasions, and the witness of miracles and heavenly favors that beset the path of his saintly friend. It is Bertrand's testimony which gives us so many vivid little glimpses into the heart and mind of St. Dominic, and lets us listen to the conversation of the man who spoke only to God or about God. Bertrand was himself credited with many miracles, both during his life and after his death. Others considered him a second Dominic in austerity and holiness, but he humbly overlooked his own claims to sanctity in his loving insistence on those of his friend. Blessed Bertrand died at the convent of St. Mary of the Woods, near Garrigua, where he was preaching a course of sermons to the Cistercian sisters. He was buried in the sister cemetery until a frequency of miracles suggested a more suitable shrine. Religious wars since that time have completely destroyed his relics and even the shrine, but they could not erase the memory of the miracle worker. Pilgrimages were still made to St. Bertrand's Cemetery at St. Mary of the Woods until the time of the French Revolution.